The WNBA has always had its fair share of legendary figures, but when rising star Caitlyn Clark began breaking records and making headlines, it sparked a heated debate. At the center of this debate are two of the biggest names in the history of women's basketball, Sheryl Swoopes and Cynthia Cooper. Recently, Sheryl Swoopes made some bold and controversial statements about Caitlyn Clark's achievements, but it didn't take long before Cynthia Cooper, another WNBA legend, stepped in to defend the rookie. Let's break down what went wrong with Swoopes' criticism and why Cooper felt the need to set the record straight. During an interview on Gills Arena, Sheryl Swoopes, a four-time WNBA champion and Hall of Famer, took aim at Caitlyn Clark. She didn't hold back her opinions, questioning whether Clark's accomplishments were truly legitimate. Swoopes commented,
"If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it."
Sheryl's remarks didn't stop there. She made additional claims that Caitlyn Clark was padding her stats by taking an outrageous number of shots per game. In the same interview, she inaccurately stated that Clark was in her 5th year of eligibility, implying that the rookie was benefiting from extra experience.
This is her, she's a senior. She's a senior, but I think her COVID year was last year or this year.
But here's where things get interesting. Sheryl's criticism of Clark wasn't just harsh, it was also factually incorrect. Let's address some of the claims that Sheryl Swoopes got wrong. First, Caitlyn Clark is not in her 5th year of eligibility. As of now, Clark is in her 4th year, having joined the Indiana Fever as a rookie. Despite Swoopes' claim that Clark was benefiting from an extra year, this simply isn't the case. Clark's eligibility is in line with other collegiate athletes, and she's not using an additional year to inflate her stats. Another major error was Sheryl's comment that Clark was taking 40 shots per game. A quick glance at Clark's actual statistics shows that she averages 22.3 shots per game this season, not 40. This is a significant difference and makes it clear that Sheryl either didn't have her facts straight or simply wasn't paying attention to the numbers. When Sheryl Swoopes made these comments, it didn't take long for WNBA legend Cynthia Cooper to weigh in. Cooper, a 2-time WNBA MVP and part of the iconic Houston Comets dynasty, defended Caitlyn Clark in a recent interview. Cooper, widely regarded as one of the best players to ever play the game, had high praise for Clark's performance, especially given that she's a rookie.
Get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut, like they waiting for her to pop out to the three-point line. Boom, she slips back door, gets that bucket. Like, she is crafty, and she's just a rookie. She's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league, definitely the W.
Cooper's words were a stark contrast to Swoopes. Instead of diminishing Clark's achievements, Cooper celebrated them, recognizing the significance of her record-breaking season and her quick rise to stardom. It's clear that Cynthia saw what Swoopes either missed or ignored: Clark's ability to dominate the game, even as a rookie. Caitlyn Clark's impact goes beyond just her stats and record-breaking performances. Since joining the Indiana Fever, she's completely changed the landscape for the team, and her presence is being felt throughout the league. Clark's 761 points this season set the WNBA rookie single-season scoring record, breaking Simone Augustus's previous record. But that's not all. Clark also holds the WNBA single-season assist record and has made history as the first rookie to record a triple-double. She even shattered the rookie record for most three-pointers made in a season. These achievements have sparked a Caitlyn Clark effect in the WNBA. Her arrival has boosted attendance for the Indiana Fever by a staggering 265%, making them the league leaders in attendance. The team's merchandise sales, including jerseys, have also exploded, with an incredible 1,193% increase. Clark's impact is undeniable, not just in terms of her performance, but also in terms of how she's rejuvenating the franchise. Fans are flocking to see her play, and her rise is bringing more media attention and sponsorships to the league. This is something Swoopes didn't account for in her criticism. Part of the tension between Sheryl Swoopes and Caitlyn Clark may come from a generational divide. Sheryl Swoopes is a WNBA legend who set the standard during her era. Back in her senior year, Swoopes averaged 28.1 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game. These are Hall of Fame numbers, and no one can dispute her greatness. Caitlyn Clark, meanwhile, is playing in a different era with different demands. This season, she's posting 27.8 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 8.6 assists per game. These stats show her offensive genius and highlight her ability to dominate games with her vision, playmaking, and long-range shooting. Swoopes might be more of an all-around player, but Clark is proving herself to be one of the most potent offensive threats in the game today. Both players have their strengths, but the game has evolved, and Caitlyn's playstyle is clearly making waves in the modern era. One of the biggest questions raised by this situation is, why is Sheryl Swoopes criticizing Caitlyn Clark in the first place? Some speculate that Sheryl might be frustrated by the fact that Caitlyn Clark's success is drawing more attention than the stars of her era. Others wonder if Swoopes is simply out of touch with the modern game. Whatever the case, Swoopes' comments haven't been well received by fans or analysts. In fact, Stephen A. Smith himself chimed in, expressing his frustration with the way Caitlyn's accomplishments have been downplayed.
What possible excuse could you have talking about the Indiana Fever and nary a mention of Caitlyn Clark? How is that possible? How's that possible? You know what Indiana was before she arrived. You know what the attendance was before she arrived. You know what merchandise sales was before she arrived. You know what attendance was before she arrived. You know what the ratings were before she arrived. How could you not mention her? It makes no sense.
At just 22 years old, Caitlyn Clark is already making history. As the current league leader in assists, she's showing her versatility as a playmaker while continuing to score at a high level. Her future in the WNBA looks bright, and some are even predicting that she could win both Rookie of the Year and WNBA MVP in 2024. But even if she doesn't win MVP next season, largely because Aja Wilson remains the frontrunner, Clark's influence is undeniable. Her rookie season has already cemented her as one of the most exciting players to watch, and her continued success will likely bring more attention and growth to the WNBA as a whole. In the end, does Sheryl Swoopes have any valid points in her criticism of Caitlyn Clark? While it's important to respect the opinion of a legend like Swoopes, the facts simply don't support her claims. Caitlyn Clark has proven herself time and time again this season, and her influence on the league is already monumental. Cynthia Cooper's defense of Caitlyn Clark reflects what many fans already believe. Clark is the real deal, and her achievements are worthy of recognition, not criticism. What do you think? Is Sheryl Swoopes right to criticize Caitlyn Clark, or is Cynthia Cooper correct in defending the rookie? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more basketball updates and highlights. Stay tuned for more WNBA coverage.